This bridge was built by unemployed young men earning $30 a month, a federal work corps that quietly reshaped the American landscape. They wore uniforms and answered roll call. But their enemy was joblessness, fire, erosion, and neglected public land. History Unpacked. The facts behind the postcard. In the spring of 1933, the United States was trapped in the Great Depression. Franklin Roosevelt's administration created emergency conservation work to relieve unemployment while restoring natural resources. The name Civilian Conservation Corps soon became the one Americans remembered. The early program centered on unmarried men between 18 and 25. For many, the promise was basic: a bed, regular meals, useful work, and income at a moment when all four could be hard to find. An enrollee earned $30 a month. $25 went directly to his family, he kept $5. That arrangement made one camp job support a household far beyond the camp fence. The Army helped organize transportation, housing, food, and camp discipline. Civilian agencies directed the work. The result looked military at roll call, but the daily assignments came from forests, parks, farms, watersheds, and public works. The films make the routine visible. Crews formed early, climbed into trucks, and left for remote job sites. Their tools were shovels, saws, axes, cable, concrete, and whatever machinery a project required. In the Northwest, CCC crews cut truck trails and roads through forest country. Those routes moved workers and supplies, but they also gave rangers faster access when fire or flood turned an isolated place into an emergency. Bridge construction shows why this was more than make work. Men handled cables, built forms, mixed concrete, assembled steel, and finished decks. The project produced a public bridge and taught trades that could outlast the enrollment. The National Archives describes the Corps as both employment and vocational training. On a bridge site, that description becomes literal: every measured cut, rivet, weld, and pour was part of the structure and part of a worker's education. Conservation did not simply mean planting trees. Stream crews moved logs and stone, altered channels, stabilized banks, and built small structures intended to improve trout habitat. It was ecology approached through hard physical engineering. Elsewhere, crews surveyed marshes and dug drainage ditches to reduce mosquito breeding. The same labor program could protect a forest in one state, improve farmland in another, and attack a public health nuisance on the coast. At La Purísima in California, the task was cultural restoration. Workers cleared buried ruins, shaped adobe, lifted timbers, laid roof tile, and rebuilt mission structures. The Corps was preserving a place as well as employing people. This range of work came from an unusual partnership. Federal land and resource agencies planned projects, the Army sustained the camps, states helped select enrollees. The letters CCC became the public face of that machinery. Camp life supplied meals and lodging in a military pattern. It could also offer classes and chances to complete schooling. Promotion and extra pay were possible, giving a young man a ladder inside a program designed as temporary relief. The work was not a rustic vacation. Trucks, falling timber, fire, tools, unstable ground, and water all carried risk. Safety films and accident records survived because the federal government knew these jobs could injure or kill. Forest protection could become emergency response with almost no warning. When smoke rose, crews shifted from construction to suppression, moving into heat, cutting lines, carrying tools, and trying to stop a small fire from becoming a regional disaster. The official films are evidence, but they are also promotion. They emphasize order, skill, and visible accomplishment. They show less of conflict, homesickness, unequal access, injury, or the limits of $5 in a worker's own pocket. The Corps chiefly served young men, though veterans and native enrollees also participated through distinct arrangements. Its opportunities were not distributed evenly. The polished federal image should not be mistaken for every enrollee's complete experience. The program built things meant to last, but it was never meant to last forever. As unemployment changed and national priorities turned toward defense, CCC work shifted. Congress ordered liquidation in 1942, with shutdown completed in 1943. The most honest legacy is not one giant statistic. It is the pattern visible across the archive: a road, a bridge, a restored stream, a rebuilt wall, a fire line, a trained worker, and money arriving at home. The CCC is often remembered as Roosevelt's Tree Army. The films reveal something larger. It was an employment system disguised as a work camp, a training system disguised as relief, and a public works machine powered by people the economy had discarded. Its men did not march overseas. They marched out from camp each morning and left pieces of their labor across the country. Some survive in parks and forests today, still doing work for people who never knew who built them. If the facts change the picture, subscribe to History Unpacked.